Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Johanna and welcome to my cozy book space. If you can tell, my voice does sound a little bit weird. It's because I am in the middle of a cold. I'm slowly getting over it, but I did want to sit down and film this video anyways. I'm trying, y'all. For today's video, I wanted to go over some bookish questions. I basically kind of took questions that I wanted to answer from the New Year booktuber tag, the beginning of the year tag, the one that Larry recently just uploaded. I think I just took questions from those two specifically, and then I have myself the 12 questions that I wanted to answer for you guys. We kind of will go over my Goodreads goal, my channel goals, maybe some personal goals, my most exciting reads for 2025, etc. So if you guys are interested in seeing and hearing my answers, then go ahead and keep on watching. The fact that I got up out of bed and did a full beat makeup, I'm committed, y'all. I'm committed. But I love filming and I love talking to you guys, and I really wanted to do this video. So let's get right into it. Anyways, first question I have here is, what are you most excited about in 2025? I think like mostly everybody, I am excited about all of the new books that are going to be released in 2025. I'm excited about all of the books that I am going to be potentially reading. I am excited about reading books that are on my physical TBR. I am excited about the books that other people are going to be reading and then therefore recommending to me. So I guess that's what I'm most excited about, as well as of course like any and all opportunities that are meant for me will be for me in 2025, and I'm just so excited for what the new year is going to bring. For question number 2, what is my Goodreads goal and why that number? So for my Goodreads goal, I decided to do 200 books. I did 200 books last year as well. I will say I was 3 books behind that goal. It's not that big of a deal, but it was kind of also a little bit of a deal because I literally just needed 3 more books to reach my Goodreads goal. But there was a lot happening in the month of November and December, and I think those kind of just pushed me back. I still read 197 books, which is a lot of books, and there was no way that I would have reached or gotten closer to 200 without audiobooks since I did enter my audiobook era in 2024. So yeah, I'm just super grateful that I got to read and experience 197 books in 2024. But with that being said, I made my 2025 reading goal to 200 because I would actually like to hit that in 2025, and I know that I basically hit that in 2024, so I know that I can hit that in 2025 if I push myself a little bit harder. I know that previous years I would read a lot more, but I kind of just slowed down on my reading. I don't know why that was. I think maybe life was just life in, or maybe I was just getting through so many books and not really like taking them in or fully enjoying them to their full potential. I felt that a lot in 2024. I think 200 is a good goal for me, and I'm excited for those 200 books that I'm going to be reading in 2025. For number 3, list 3 5-star predictions. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been using my back camera from my iPhone. I usually film on my front camera, and to be honest, trying to pick what camera I'm supposed to be looking at, I kind of am just looking at all 3 at this point. I don't know if there's one that I'm supposed to be focusing on. Besides the point. But I use my laptop for screen mirroring just to make sure that I'm in frame, etc. That was a side note. Hopefully the quality is better. I think the quality is better. So Left of Forever by Tara Dewitt, I am 100% sure it's gonna be a 5-star. That is a second chance marriage and trouble romance, and we saw a little bit of them in Savor It by Tara Dewitt, and I just know I'm going to eat it up. The new Mafia book by Gianna Darling that she's dropping, My Dark Fairy Tale by Gianna Darling, I think that's gonna be a 5-star for me. And low-key, let's throw a little bit of a curveball in there. There's a book dropping in July 30th. There's a book called I'll Look For You Everywhere by Cameron Cabello. This has been teased for the longest time. Cameron is actually a TikToker, at least that's where I had originally found her and heard of her, and she wrote her own book. Everything that I've seen about this book, I just know it's gonna be a 5-star. I'm not 100% it's gonna be a 5-star because obviously I would have to connect with her writing, but like I know that she's bringing yearning to the table. I know that she's gonna bring a man obsessed. I know these characters are gonna be real and raw, and I think it's gonna be a 5-star. So those 3 are my 5-star predictions of 2025. Question number 4, what genre, subgenre, or trope do you want to read more of? For this one, this is gonna be the main one for 2025. I'm not gonna choose any other one. I'm obviously, romance is the biggest one for me. I am at heart a romance girly. I will read anything with romance in it. So with that being said, romantasy is the genre that I want to focus on in 2025. Towards the last half of 2024, I ended up finding some of my favorite fantasy booktubers, and I love them so much, and I want to read the recommendations because they talk so highly of them. And I am a Sarah J Maas girly. Like, I read Akatar. I know that I love romantasy. I'm just so excited to actually get into that genre. I have purchased so many books of series and stuff, and I think that's mainly why I've been putting them off, because it's starting series and I have such a long series list that I need to get to. But romantasy for sure is the one genre that I definitely want to focus on in 2025. I just know I am a romantasy girly and I need to dive headfirst into it. For question number 5, name 3 bookish goals. So let me pull out my notes because I did write this down. It says 3, but I feel like we can talk about kind of all of the ones that I have because they're not many. I'll try not to go too in depth in them. Some of them are self-explanatory. We already went over my Goodreads goal. I want to finish series. I want to mood read. With that, it's more of if I see some of my favorite creators gushing and talking about their favorite books, a favorite book that they just finished reading, and I myself find it interesting and think that I would love it, I'm not going to wait to read it. I'm not just gonna add it to my TBR list and never read it. I kind of want to read the books in the hype. You know what I mean? I want to live in the moment. If I feel like I would love that book and I need a book to read, I want to pick up said book. I don't want it to hinder me. I don't want to wait to put it in a video. If I want to read that book then and there, I need to pick it up. Otherwise, I'm going to forget about it. So basically, I want to mood read and not wait to read a popular book. Another bookish goal I have is read my physical TBR. Do I want to read my entire physical TBR in 2025? Yes. Is that possible? Probably not, unless I'm reading more than 200 books, because my physical TBR is in the 300s. But I definitely want to at least read 150 of my physical TBR. I have a lot of books that I want to read and that I own, so I really definitely want to take down my physical TBR. Another one is read favorite authors backlists. I've come up with kind of a strategy for this as well as for my physical TBR, as you guys saw in my January TBR video. I'm trying to do something a little bit more fun to motivate me to read my physical TBR, so definitely check that out. As for my read favorite authors backlist, I'm going to choose max 5, maybe even less, of my favorite authors. Want to read those authors backlist in 2025, and then in 2026 I can choose another group of authors and read their backlist. But I don't want to like get overwhelmed with all of my favorite authors and not be able to read their backlist and then just never do it. I want to choose 3 to 5 authors and read their entire backlist in 2025. So that's definitely something that's going to be helping me along with that goal. And then I have tried to read special edition series to see if I'm going to keep them. That kind of plays along with my physical TBR. In addition to that, I'm subscribed to book subscription boxes. They tell us what authors, and most of the time they tell us what books they are going to be before they charge you. So if I am able to read those books or get a feeling of that writing or that author prior to me being charged for said month, I would like to do that. That way I'm able to use my skips and skip authors that I know that I probably won't like or connect with, and therefore save money. And then another bookish goal that I have is write reviews, even if one sentence, even if it's just a single thought. I want to keep track of that. I've been doing good in 2025. With that being said, I haven't read that many books in 2025, to be honest. I was going to do a mid-month wrap-up for January, but I don't think it's going to be possible because I haven't even read that many books, so it would be very pointless. So there's probably just going to be a January wrap-up after finishing like an audiobook. Since I've been reading mostly like an audiobook a day, that's usually kind of how it happens with me with ebooks and things like that. Making sure to make the effort to sit down and write, even if it's just a sentence. I think that's just been really helping me. Like, I think I would procrastinate writing these reviews and or never write them because I felt like I had to write paragraphs and paragraphs of reviews. I feel like when it's for arcs, then that's obviously like not mandatory but recommended to like write a thorough review of how you feel about that book. But when it comes to the books that I'm just kind of like randomly reading, I can literally just write a sentence, like if I liked it or not, what I liked about it, things like that. If I don't have that much to say, then I can just write one word. Like, it is what it is, but I want to write something for every book that I read. Another one that I have is not to buy books, period. Again, my physical TBR is quite large. 2, I don't want to buy any more books that I haven't read and loved and know I'm going to be rereading, because I have been reading a lot of my physical TBR and a lot of it is going into the books on hauled pile, and that's unfortunate but it's very therapeutic because now I can get rid of them and there's more space for books that I truly do love. So yeah, I am only making exceptions for books that I have read and loved, then I will buy them for myself. But for that one, I feel like I'll probably wait to buy those on birthdays or Christmas, Black Friday, Cyber Monday type of days, holidays, if you will, and not buy them right then and there. Like I don't need to own them physically right away. Or if the books are not on KU, Anyplay, Libby, if I can't read a book in any of those platforms or any of those app subscriptions that I have, and I can only read it physically, and or if it doesn't even have an audiobook that I can probably maybe use a credit in Audible, then I will buy the book physically. And then another exception would be if it's a favorite author. It's just, it is what it is. But any other type of books, or like just going to randomly to half price and buying a stack of new books, like it just makes no more sense for me. It is something that I love doing. I love book shopping, so I just kind of want to savor those days, really make sure they're like days where I really need it, like a self-care day, like I really just need to get out of the house, or for my birthday or for holidays, things like that. So definitely want to tone down my book buying. I think a lot of it for me is I feel a lot of FOMO, but it's also like that boost of serotonin that you get when you buy new books. If I do have those moments, for example, if I do fail and go and buy a book, one book, because I'm also trying not to buy stacks of books, plus I have nowhere to put them. Literally, I have nowhere to put them. If I buy a new book, I need to read it then and there. Like I need to read it in the next couple of days, that day, in the next week max. Like I can't buy a book and put it on my shelf and never read it. Those are my exceptions to book buying. So I think those are all of my bookish goals. So let's go into question 6 and name 3 personal goals. One personal goal that I have is try to do my makeup every day. I have to wake up early to do my makeup because I still do work a 9 to 5. I need to wake up early enough to do my makeup, but I am mentioning this one because if I have my makeup done in the morning, it is more likely for me to be more active on my social media accounts. It just is what it is. I am more motivated, I feel good about myself, and I will most likely want to be on camera and talk to you guys more often. Waking up and doing my makeup, trying to do my makeup every day, even if it's something simple, like today, I did it really quick, max 30 minutes, concealer, eyebrows, mascara, blush, that's all you need, you know? It's just really honestly true that when you feel good, when you look good, you do good. And I know that about myself. If I do not take care of myself, if I do not look good, I won't want to be on camera. That is a personal goal of mine. For my second personal goal is saying no more often. In 2025, I really truly want to focus on my social media. I really want to kind of get down a good routine of filming and editing and posting. There is a lot that goes into all 3 of those things. And I think I'm the biggest procrastinator when it comes to editing. I am all good to sit down and film a video, but when it comes to editing it, girl, I will leave it to the last minute. I know you know. I know we all know. With that being said, I think a personal goal of mine for this to be better for me and for this hobby that I have that I love is to say no to more things. I have this intense FOMO, but really once I say no to more things, then that means I have more time for myself and my hobbies, whether that's filming, social media, or even like journaling and doing my reading journal, things like that. If my friends spontaneously invite me somewhere, I can say no. Like the world is not going to end. If my family has something going on, I can say no. I spend a lot of my Saturdays with my mom, which I love my Saturdays with my mom. I can tell her no. I can tell her, no, I have videos to edit, so maybe we can push it to later in the afternoon, or if we have to do it earlier so I can have the rest of the afternoon and night to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? It's okay to put myself first. It's okay for me to prioritize other things in my life. If those people love you, they will understand. And I know my family, my friends understand, but it's really hard for me to say no to them because I want to make time for them as well. And you can do that in a healthier way as well. We all have lives. We just kind of have to pick and choose what we give our energy and our time to. And I just need to learn how to say no more and not feel bad about it. So that's the second personal goal for me. I think for my last and final personal goal is read a nonfiction book once a month. I think that is plausible. I think that I can do that if I really consciously make the effort. But I'm pretty sure I had this personal goal of mine for last year and I absolutely failed it. Like absolutely failed it. But I think because I read so much romance and like so much like fiction, I don't get the chance to kind of nourish my brain in a different way. I want to continue learning. I want to better my time management. I want to better my productivity. I want to build healthier habits, build healthier routines. magazines, and I can get all of that knowledge through reading as well, but reading nonfiction. That's to say, like, I love nonfiction. I love reading books like that, especially in the morning. It really motivates me to get my day started, and it really does motivate me to do everything that I want to do. I think switching it up and giving my brain more thought-provoking information is gonna be good for me. I also have a nonfiction physical TBR. Like, I have so many of them that I've been wanting to read, and I just haven't. And I really truly want to read them. So that is another personal goal of mine, to switch up my reading just a little bit. I mean, one nonfiction, if I, like, you know, if you plan it out, you split the days and how many chapters, etc., and you read 10 pages in the morning, like, we got this, okay? We got this. So those are the 3 personal goals of mine. Question number 7, what do you want to leave behind in 2024? Something that I want to leave behind in 2024 is excessive book buying. I want to leave behind FOMO, feeling like I'm missing out. I want to leave behind not reading something because I have to film it or I have to vlog it. I definitely want to leave those 3 things behind. Now, question number 8, a book/series you want to reread this year. For sure, the Gianna Darling Fallen Men MC series and the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas. Yeah, I think those are my 2 biggest ones to reread, and I think most likely I'm going to want to reread it in 2025. Question number 9, a book to show adaptation you're excited for. To be honest, this one was a tough question for me. I have read a couple of books already in 2024 that already have book to show adaptations, but I know that an Emily Henry one, the people we meet on vacation, that one is coming out as a movie or a TV show, I can't remember, but I'm excited for that one. I'm excited to see what they do with that, as well as I've read The Summer I Turned Pretty. I want to watch that TV show. I read Normal People in 2024. I want to watch that TV show. I've only watched the first episode. Girl. I read Where the Crawdads Sing. I still need to watch that movie. I guess another one that I guess I haven't read. I haven't read that Taylor Jenkins Reid one, the Daisy Jones and the Six, I think it's called. I want to read that book so I can watch the TV show. So I guess those are a couple. I know those aren't new ones that are coming out in 2025 except the Emily Henry one. Well, honestly, when is that Emily Henry one coming out? Girl, I don't even know. Yeah, those are all kind of ones that I want to watch. Some books I have read, some I haven't. Question number 10, what to expect from this channel? Okay, you guys. The people who have stuck around for my channel and consistently watch my videos, I love you guys. You guys are literally the MVPs. You guys are truly here for my ramblings and my thoughts, and you guys truly enjoy my videos, and I just love to see it. So with that being said, I think my goal for 2025 is to post at least 2 videos a week. Before, in past years since I started my channel, my goal was always to post 3 times a week. I think that I have come to the realization that if I put the pressure on myself to want to post 3 videos a week, it's not gonna get done. Just with the way that my life is set up, it's just not gonna happen. And I don't know why I always had this 3 number in my head ever since I started my channel. I think because it looks good on my Google Calendar, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I literally don't know why I put so much pressure on myself to want to do that and like stress myself out. And then when I don't get those 3 videos up, I feel like absolute shit. Like, I beat myself down so hard every time I miss a video or I don't get to film a video or edit it and post it. A lot of it for sure is on me. It's a procrastination thing of me not saying no when I needed to say no to other things and heavily procrastinating on it. I am my biggest enemy when it comes to like my success. That is something that I'm definitely working on. I'm gonna take it down a notch. I'm at least 2 to 3 videos a week. I would love to post 3 videos a week. I think also having this big 3 number is because I want to post 3 videos a week because I have so many ideas of videos that I want to film. There are so many videos and like reading vlogs and books that I want to read and vlog for you guys and give you guys my opinions on. And I feel like that makes me feel like I can get those 3 videos, but I need to be realistic. Okay, I need to be realistic. I think that I can do 2 videos a week. Tuesday and Thursday just because it looks good on my calendar, but also if it goes up on a Tuesday, perfect. If it doesn't go up on a Tuesday and it goes up on a Wednesday, that's fine. As long as that week, Sunday through Saturday, if I get 2 videos up, I'm proud of myself. I need to stop putting so much pressure on myself to give more than I can give at this very moment. I have other things in my life. I need a good work-life balance, and I don't want to crash out and burn out on this making videos thing because it's truly something that I love, and I don't want to put so much pressure on myself that I no longer do it like I have before. It's it's detrimental. My channel is not gonna grow. We're not gonna grow this beautiful community that's on here, and I definitely want to fix that for 2025. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I want to post at least 2 videos a week. 3, maybe if I got that video edited and posted, maybe you'll get 3, but at least 2. That is my goal. There's obviously going to be exceptions. There's obviously going to be times when I can't get 2 videos up a week and maybe I'll only get 1, but I'm gonna try my hardest, you guys. Like, I'm gonna try my hardest, and I hope you guys see that and acknowledge that I'm trying. Again, like, I was sick. I got sick over the weekend. I was kind of iffy on if I was gonna be able to film a video and edit it and post it, and I said, you know what, I am not literally dying. I am sick. I could have taken the day off. That's okay. Like, I also have to give myself grace. There are things that happen. I get sick, I get my period, and the first day of my period, bitch, I'm not doing nothing on that day. I got family things going on, friend things, work things, everything. But with that being said, like, I'm not dying now. Like, I'm slowly getting better. And so I got my ass up, I put some makeup on, I wrote down these questions, and I'm sitting here filming this video and I'm having the best time. So it's like, I'm going to give myself grace when it's needed. I'm not gonna give myself grace so I don't do something just because I don't want to do it, if that makes sense. That's something that you gotta get real with yourself. That's something I gotta get real with myself. Are you not getting up to do this because you're literally dying, or are you not getting up to do this just because you don't want to do it? It's the motivation and the discipline and all of that. So that's definitely something that we're gonna try it, y'all. We're gonna try it for 2025, and I think that if I am consistent with this and I'm disciplined with it, I think that my channel can grow, just be better than what already is. So thank you guys for literally sticking with me when I have been so inconsistent. Truly, I truly appreciate it. Yeah, I think those are all of my channel goals. That is what you can expect from me. I'm trying to be a lot more candid with you guys, a lot more comfortable talking to you guys, maybe get a little bit more personal than I already am, honestly. This is me. But, you know, just kind of be more candid with what I'm posting and not be too set on things. I'm very much a planner, and when things don't go the way that I plan them, it ruins everything, and I'm trying to be a lot more lenient with that. I'm trying to be a lot more adaptable. So hopefully we can see that in my channel in 2025. I forgot to mention, but another one of my bookish goals is that I want to definitely stop being a silent watcher on social media, whether that's on TikTok or YouTube. I have favorite booktube channels. I have a lot of like content creators that I love on my Instagram, on my TikTok. I obviously like on Instagram. That is so much easier. Like, when you're scrolling on Instagram, it's easy to give a like, you know what I mean? But I want to stop and I want to comment on posts. Like, I want to get closer to the bookish community that way. And then as for YouTube, I usually save the videos that I want to watch on my watch later, and I will just have it playing. But I need to be more conscious to leave comments, because I think that's how you build relationships. And it's not that it's just an extra step that you have to be conscious to take, because when I'm watching these reading vlogs, I enjoy these booktube creators. Like, I love them. I love watching them, and it's like we're on FaceTime when I'm watching them. I reply to them in my head, but like, I don't take the time to actually comment on their videos, like their videos, etc. Like, I guess that's another bookish goal that I definitely want to be conscious of. I need to make sure I write that down, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. For question 11, how has your reading taste changed? I will say I think my reading taste changed not that much, but I think the way that I view romance has changed slightly. Again, like I said earlier, my reading has changed a little bit with, I guess, with the format that I'm reading a lot more audiobooks. I'm reading a lot more ebooks. I think that the way that I rate my books has also changed. I'm not just looking for spice anymore. I mean, I love spice in my books. If it's a closed door, I'm most likely not gonna read it, but I'm also looking for more of a deeper connection between the characters, and I think I have found what I like. I think I have found what I truly resonate with, and so that's why I think that in 2024 I did not have a lot of 5-star reads, because truly 5 stars is a feeling, and I did not have a lot of those, which is sad. And it's not to say that the books that I read were bad. I just think that I didn't connect to them the way that I wanted to connect to them, and there are popular books out there. Like, for example, I recently read Normal People by Sally Rooney, and that is not a bad book at all. I did go into it with an open mindset. I didn't really know what it was about, kind of. I knew that it was a romance, but not really a romance. And I will say I did like Sally Rooney's writing, and I liked the quotes, and I connected to some parts of the characters, but I just didn't know what the fuck was going on most of the time, as in like their relationship, and I did not like the way that it ended. Like, what was that ending? But I am also a romance girly at heart, so, and maybe that book is just not a romance at all. So what I'm saying is is that to stop having high expectations for books, and that truly a book is not bad if it doesn't give you a 5-star feeling. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I think that with all of the reading that I have done in 2024, I really found what I want in a romance. I think I've found what I truly resonate with in a romance, and when I don't have that in a romance, that I know that it's just not for me. I think that's mostly what has changed. I've given a lot of 3 stars, books that I've really enjoyed, but just that haven't really stuck with me because I know what I'm looking for now. You know, prior I didn't know what I was looking for. I kind of was just reading everything and anything under the sun. But I think that now I truly understand my reading taste, and it's a lot easier for me to DNF books now as well. With that being said, I also think that I did not read that many novellas in 2024, and I was the novella queen. Okay, I'm saying that, but I also don't know how many novellas I read in 2024, but I don't think that I read that many novellas in 2024, and that's probably another reason why I didn't hit my 200 books read in 2024. So yeah, like I am looking for a little bit more of a page length. I'm trying not to be afraid of how long a book is to read it. I think that's another reason why I haven't really picked up a lot of fantasy or romantasy. I know my reading tastes have changed in that way, and I'm excited to see what I learn about myself and my reading taste in 2025, because I know reading taste and things that we like is ever changing. Okay, last question. This is a long video. I did not know that it was gonna be a really long video. The last question: booktubers that inspire you. Let me pull up my subscriptions, because you know what, every year without fail I go through all of my social media and I unfollow. And to be honest, I always used to feel bad about people that I am unfollowing, whether they follow me back or not. Like, I want to enjoy their content enough that I want to comment on their posts. If it doesn't serve you, if it is not in your best interest, if you don't enjoy what you're seeing on your social media, if you're not getting recommendations that you want to be getting recommended, if your bookish tastes don't align with that person, it's okay to unfollow. And I do a cleanse every year, and of course every year I follow more people, I see more people's social media pages, and you follow more people, so it's okay to unfollow. So I guess that's a little side piece. But let's talk about my favorite booktubers. This is gonna be a long list. I'll try not to go too in depth about these people, okay? First up, Larry at Larry Reads. I love her. She's so funny. I love her reading vlogs. I love her reactions. Yeah, I love her. I love her book recs. Ava, I love her book recommendations. She has a lot of book recommendation videos, so I know that if I'm looking for a certain trope, I know she's gonna have recs for it. So I definitely love her channel for that. Raven-haired Reader, I watch all her videos. I love all her videos. I think that she's a romantasy girly. She puts me on to romantasy reads, and every time she talks about a book that she loves, I want to buy it and read it immediately. Story Between the Pages, I love her reading vlogs and her videos as well. She is also a romantasy girly. Locke's Library, I love her reading vlogs. There's just something about Lachlan that you can't help but love. I think she was in my previous tag as well, but her videos and like how she annotates her books and her vibe and her aesthetic, like I love, and I love that her filming, I love it. Like I could watch her reading vlogs all day. Lastly, this is a new booktuber that I found in 2024, Emmy Rosen at What Emmy Reads. I love her. She reads so many books. She reads so fast. She's also a romantasy girly. She does read some romance as well, but she is so fun to watch. She is so aesthetic. And yeah, I just love to hear her thoughts. She does a lot of like 24-hour reading vlogs. All of these booktubers that I love, they do reading vlogs, and I love to watch them. Those are my favorite type of content, which is why I gravitate to filming them as well. So those are my top booktubers that I love. When they upload a video, I am literally number one in line to watch it. So with that being the last question, let me know down below in the comments some of your bookish goals. I would love to know. And if you don't want to comment any of that, then go ahead and leave me a bubbles emoji down below in the comments. I think that would be really cute. Let me know that you made it to the end of this video. You're a real one. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Oh my god, I'm so like congested, like it's not even funny.